And those who are still there, you can just remain where you are. It's not a problem. The good thing is that you will hear me and you will hear what God has prepared for us. But before we begin, children, who's
Heavenly Father, thanks for everything. Please bless us and hear the story, and you have to teach us the lesson.
Amen. Today we are going to have a very special lesson. We are going to learn about the end and the hope. The end and what? So I think you're all adults here. We don't have children. We are learning about what? The end and what? The end and the hope. So, little children, you know, when I was told to come and tell you a story, I wondered, what will I tell you? What will I give to you? Then I had to ask my God that, dear Lord, what do you want your children to hear? And he spoke to me now in the way how he speaks to people. And he told me that I should speak to you about the end. Do we know what the end is? End. Mwisho. Yes, do we know what the end is? So now we know what the end is. And hope? What is hope? Something you believe. So hope is something you believe. Any other opinion? What is hope? Okay, what is hope in Kiswahili? Agnes? Okay. Matumaini, like you're expecting something and it is an assurance that you're going to get it. So we learned about the end, which is mwisho, the last part of something. For instance, you came all the way from your home to the church. The church was your destination. So that was the end of your trip for that day. And when we speak of hope, you're hoping for something that would come after a time. So little children, let me tell you something. Do you remember a while ago, a few months back, what happened? We were at home because of what? So everyone knows. Not you? Okay, they. Because of what? Because of what? Because of Corona. We were at home because of Corona. So Corona was an animal, right? Who just came. It was maybe a rat, Corona. So Corona wasn't a rat. What was Corona? Okay. Virus. It was a virus. We couldn't see it. You have another opinion? Okay, come tell us.
Corona is the virus which can cause COVID-19.
Corona is the virus which can cause COVID-19. We see the songs of doctors are speaking in a doctoral way. Okay, so we were at home because of Corona. Remember, we are still talking about the end, which is mwisho, and the hope. So a lot of us were very scared. I also was very scared, and I couldn't even attend the church because I was scared. Maybe if I would be in the car, maybe I would get it. And you cannot imagine that whenever I was sitting and the person next to me coughed, I nearly started running inside the bus, but I couldn't go nowhere. So you could imagine how scared I was. So today, I want to tell you that we are living in the end time. It is the end of time. You know, when we are living in the end time, it means it has reached a time that God will save those who are His, and He will punish those who are not His. So as children, you should know that there are some different signs of the end time. There are some of them are earthquakes, some of them are diseases, and we see like now we still have Corona, and it is a disease which has killed a lot of people in the country. I mean, not in the country, in the world. A lot of people have lost their lives. Their lives have come to an end because of Corona. So what I wanted to share with you this morning is that, yes, there is Corona, we agree, and it is a sign of the end time. So what we should focus on is the Lord is planning a salvation to us. And because He's planning a salvation, so what should we do? Should we just sit and wait for God to save us? So what should we do, children? Okay, you haven't spoken.
Pray.
We should pray. Any other opinion? Okay.
Worship Him.
We should worship Him. So children know what they ought to do at this time that we are in the end time. Remember I told you we have an hope, like tunatumainia kitu, right? So that hope is what I'm going to tell you. I see no single person has the Bible here. I will read from Isaiah 41 verse 10. Isaiah 41 verse 10. Children, I'm speaking to you. I'm not talking to the adults. Can't you see that I'm so happy but you're not happy? Do you imagine that? Do you imagine how that makes me feel? I said I'm reading from Isaiah what? 41 verse 10. I said I'm reading from Matthew, right? From Isaiah. Isaiah what? 41 verse 10. No, I said 4 verse 1. No, okay. I said Isaiah 41 verse 10. I think all of us are going to remember it even if we are at home. So I will read it for you. It says, and I will read it for you and you will read it back. So do not fear. Do not what?
Fear.
Do not fear. Why shouldn't we fear now? For I am with you. Not me, actually, it is the Lord because I'm reading from the Bible. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. And it keeps on telling us that I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. You hear what God is telling us. Agnes, are you listening or are you praying with the hair of your friend? No, you should listen because the Lord is talking to you. Okay. God says, do not fear. Why? For He is with you, children. We are in the time which we are ought to fear, but the Lord is telling us that we shouldn't fear because He is with us. And He doesn't end there. He says He is our God. And He doesn't end there. He says He will strengthen us and help us. And He will uphold us with His righteous right hand. So I believe all of us have understood what I have said because that I actually never teach the children just because I speak. They have to understand. So after I have finished, I need you to tell us what we have learned today. Children, what have we learned today? What was our title, first of all?
End and hope.
End and hope. And what lessons did we learn? Okay, what was the verse that we read from the Bible? So whom should I choose? Okay, you. Okay, you. What was the verse?
Isaiah 41 verse 10.
Okay, that is right. What was in Isaiah 41 verse 10? What message came from Isaiah 41 verse 10? Why little hands? Few hands. You know, if you won't understand, we would repeat and repeat till you understand. Did we run in Isaiah 41 verse 10? We have 2 hands. Okay, I will read it again and then I will ask you. The Lord told us that we shouldn't fear. Why shouldn't we fear? Because He is our God. And He also went further and said He will strengthen us and help us. So what did we learn in Isaiah 41 verse 10? 1 hand has been, okay, at least now. Okay, tell us.
I would say like this. Do not fear, for I am with you, and I will help you and strengthen you.
Amen.
Wow. Okay, another person, because you never know, maybe he's the only one. Okay, there. What does the Lord tell us in Isaiah 41 verse 10?
It tells us that we have to strengthen our faith and to know that at the end of the time.
Wow, so children are really bright, okay?
We like that we must not be afraid because He's with us.
We shouldn't be afraid because God is with us. Did you want to say something? Okay, no. So I hope many of us have understood the lesson. It was about the end and the hope. And we read from Isaiah 41 verse 10. And we also read that we shouldn't fear because God is with us, no matter the fact that we are in the end time. So children, it's that time that I should say goodbye to you for a little while. So who is going to offer us a special prayer? Agnes, come.
Pray. Our Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that make us to be good children and good boys and girls. Help us to be good girls and boys. Help us for this prayer today. Help us in the coronavirus. In the name of Jesus, I pray, amen.
Amen.
So all of you should sanitize your hands as you